pledge allegiance to the
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Play ball. Okay, so we're just trying to get this together. If you remain standing, Esther will say a prayer or a blessing for the meal and our attendance.
Unless someone else would like to pray. Okay. Thank you, Lord, for all the blessings you bestow upon us. We thank you for the food and bills coming shortly, Lord. We thank you for the fellowship among the families here represented and all the Santas and Mrs. Paulsons. We thank you because you provide everything, Lord. And for us to have a time of sharing and getting together and greeting and each other in fellowship. In Christ's name, amen. Now we clap.
Yay!
Clap, play ball.
I'm apostolic evangelical. I can speak in tongues. But we need a translator.
That's right. Interpreter.
Interpreter. Thank you. Sorry.
So, do we have any first-time visitors? I'm going to say six.
Yay!
You want to make them 20 or 21? I read the sheet, thank you.
That's okay.
Okay.
The affair is over.
Okay. Okay, try for next time. So,
What would you like
are
to know?
you with?
I'm a friend of Carrie's. We know each other from
Okay.
church, and he told me what was going on and said, would you like to go?
Okay. Carrie, how many meetings is this for you? First, okay. So we met at the baseball game for the Anaheim Angels. So in April, when I was not here and being re-elected, I did not get the names of the 4 Santas. Craig Ball has already met 3 and has become a member at the picnic. Ed Hatch, I know, told me he'd be probably August, maybe September for his 3rd meeting. I don't know of the other 2, so if anybody knows.
I'm recent, so I done my 3rd meeting, I think, at the election, the day of the election.
Okay, did we vote you in, or?
I believe so, nobody's voting out.
Well,
I will formally, Diva and I formally,
okay. So
wait for
with
Ted to
that,
get it.
thank you.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
Diva and I formally sponsor Todd Rosine. Help Jingles. He's Santa now,
Okay, so Santa.
and he's been here for 3 meetings.
Officially.
Diva, anyone else is satisfied whose 3rd meeting is taking place today?
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
Anyone else whose 3rd meeting is taking place today, to your knowledge? We sponsored Todd. He's about to become a chapter member.
Todd is already.
He's already a chapter member. Okay, good. Oh, you have Diva's blessing. Never mind the rest of us. Come on.
No, Todd did already.
All right. Okay. All right.
I know he did.
It's whose 3rd? Oh,
Who's? Oh, Senator Marsh. Yes.
there you go.
I couldn't see him.
Okay.
One right here was
Thanks.
completely.
No. Spend 2 months laying around in the flower beds and look at you.
Yeah.
Senator Marsh.
So, thank you, Tim.
Yes, Santa Tim.
Came to us through Santa Fred Minter and Elizabeth.
And how many meetings?
Thank you. Thank you.
3rd meeting?
3rd meeting. Let's have a sponsor for Tim.
One was
Okay.
Rodrigo's.
I'll sponsor.
All right, sponsored by the president, Jim Long.
I might have a relief in.
Here, here, that's right. Absolutely.
After all, you did block him though.
That's right.
Oh,
And the vice president sponsors your membership as well. So you are well sponsored. And by the way, this is how we handle the accession of office in this chapter. Is if you're the tallest person in the room, you're the president. Okay.
I think Santa Ed Howie has him anyway.
So,
They might be
Bob,
about the same.
as treasurer and aficionado, do we hold a formal vote or do we just record the sponsorship?
No, we've been voting people in.
Okay, Mr. Treasurer or Mr. We have a sponsor for Tim, President and Vice President, seconded by the Vice President.
Okay, so all in favor, say
Aye.
any nays? Welcome to the class.
Elizabeth rolled her eye, but she didn't actually say nay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So with that, we have a first time, Paul,
Andy.
MD, okay?
For those of you that were at the Olive Garden, Santa Todd found Paul in his mail truck delivering mail. And brought him to us.
And just said, that guy would look good in a sleigh. Yeah.
Wow, a new member, bringing in a new member.
Yay! Fresh blood. Thank you, thank you.
Be in our meeting, right?
Thank you, Carrie and Pam. Have we already met Carrie and Pam?
Carrie and Pam are the newer members for the first visit.
And they were brought to us by my daughter Holly, who goes
Yep.
to Red Robin all the time and found him for us. Yes, I even have my children finding them.
I'll go into my briefcase, because these facilities is $10 dues.
I would say no, but I'm gonna ask. Have either of you paid dues?
Carrie's first time is here today. First time here
Okay,
today. He
so the
wouldn't.
answer is no.
He wouldn't.
So they
In
don't
March.
actually become members until they pay their dues.
Okay, so. one-
Spoken like the treasurer.
So just a reminder, is dig deep into your wallet since you've already got the raffle tickets, but this is the membership. So
Here, here.
I don't know with this being your first if you filled out a form either, so, okay.
And since it is $10, you can speak to the finance manager after the meeting.
Okay, so with that, do we have a sunshine report?
Yes.
It's sunny out. It's getting warmer.
Okay, this month for July birthdays, I have Cliff Reed, Ava Burke, Tim Goodman, Jim Long, and Charlie Fidelford.
Hey!
And Tim Romano, I'm sorry, I don't have him on. This celebrity. Are there any other birthdays here? Pete North? Okay.
Oh, Santa Pete North, yeah. And it's actually today. Yes, that's why he's not here today.
And any birthday, any anniversaries?
Yes, July 11th.
Anniversaries?
Hey! Ah.
Okay, so we can sing happy birthday to everybody in the room? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlie. Happy birthday to you.
So at this time, as we'll suspend the meeting since they're looking like they're bringing the food so that we can partake.
I know that Santa Todd showed up and he had a little tiny car. Well, the one I saw today anyway. I don't know who was in the red Corvette, Camaro, Corvette. Was that you with the, okay, because somebody said, there was a Santa that came in a red, and I'm like, Santa Carrie Virgo? Without seeing him, I don't know, so we apologize. There was something going on that day, we had no idea. 2 years ago, we did the picnic there, plenty of parking!
Yep.
Yeah, this year was very unexpected.
Star Wars Day at the zoo. Who knew?
Star Wars Day, and they parked in our area to hike across the park. And then our Santas were parking across and hiking to us. So, sorry, but I had no idea. There you go.
Okay, so with that in mind, the minutes were online.
Move to accept the minutes as distributed online.
I second the motion.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Any nays? Vote unanimous.
Thank you.
Okay, so for the,
Our enforcement.
do we want to do the, either old business or? Okay, so we'll go with the treasurer's report for Santa Bob.
Okay, hope it's self-explanatory. But the big good news is we collected $137 for our Christmas charity picnic. And we did have one new member last month was Craig Ball.
Yeah.
And we're solvent. We got some money in the bank, and any questions? Why, we got, between the charity and the money in the bank, we got $1,006. We get another 1,000, Gretchen, I can go to Hawaii.
Yay! Again.
All in favor?
Wait a minute, I move that we accept the minutes as read.
Second.
Okay, second. All in favor? Any nays? Unanimously accepted.
I'll fix it in a minute.
Thank you, Santa. Procedurally, you gotta correct me every time.
Amen.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so not to offend anybody, please. So, under the old business, it's just a continuing, is the San Diego chapter is hosting the 2020 reunion. So, there is an online, when you log into the See San Diego or to Jacqueline's email, you will see a designation sheet. One will be the event summary as to what's being offered. And please take note that for the Saturday event, the Brothers Claus,
Right?
Gillum,
We're gonna
and
do a
Gillum?
special
they're
seminar.
gonna do a 2-hour seminar.
Right.
So Santa Joe says, book your reservations early because the seminar will fill up quickly for the Brothers Claus event. So please keep that in mind. So there's a package, all 3 days is $295. You can do a card, or if you click check, is you have to send Jacqueline Belo from San Diego, lives in Escondido, a check made out to Forbes, and that's a $100 deposit. So please keep that in mind. Then for a significant other, a wife, a friend, whatever your partner's gonna be, if you're taking somebody else's, their fee is $275. But your memory book is included in that one. For one.
One memory book for the.
One memory book for the 2 people, that's why I was
Yeah,
getting
the
ready to
memory book's
translate.
only in the first one.
Okay, so if you take day 2, or package 2, it's $250, and that's a Friday meet and greet, Saturday breakfast, workshops, and Sunday church service is, again, $250. And please keep in mind that the payments will be due in full on 1 November. So, and then package 3 is Saturday and Sunday only, and that's $225. Package 2 and 3 do not have the photo book. That is a separate fee, $25. So please keep that in mind. So it is online. The reservations, if you call Jacqueline, she will help you with any information. But if you go online to the hotel, you're not going to get the Santa discount. So you need to make a voice call to the front desk, not the reservations. So their phone number is 619. So please keep that in mind as well. So is there any questions at this point right now?
You're gonna put out a flyer on all this?
The flyer is already attached when you go to log in for the reservation. So this is the flyer that describes the different packages.
And the web address, once again, is SEASD Santa, SEASDSanta.com.
Do that again, slowly.
SEASD Santa. .com.
And then,
.com.
SD?
That's San Diego, San Diego. C for the ocean, SD for San Diego, Santa for.
Registrations are now open, and the hotel is also offering our discount.
Okay. So please budget accordingly. Remember payment in full for the package by 1 November. And the hotel,
How much is, do you know how much the hotel's for, if you go with the Santa discount?
it's $129 and
With
change.
everything, it's $167 with all,
Tax.
what it ends up to.
167?
$167 per night, yeah. With, that includes parking and taxes and resort fees.
Which is about a $51 savings.
Okay. So with,
167.
Yeah.
yes,
On the, registration too, isn't that discount of the $295, $275 only until a certain date? And then it goes up? I thought I read that. That right now, if you register, it's an
Oh,
early bird
yeah, this
discount, and
is-
the price goes up.
This is early bird registration.
Okay.
Figures that you're giving them, yeah, they will increase after November 1st.
right. November 1st, the package one goes to $320, and for the significant other would be $300. And then for the package two, $250 early bird, but then on 1 November, when it gets up, it goes to $275. And then package 3, it goes $225 current through 1 November, up to $250.
How much is package one?
Say what?
$295.
Give him a piece of your paper.
$295.
And once again, they are taking deposits for the registration, for the reunion registration, not the hotel. You just put it on your card.
So, information is online, so any questions, email me, call me, and I'll get back to you with whatever information I can get you to help you out. I will not make reservations for everybody.
Darn.
Again.
I'll do it. Pocket the Santo, I'm out of here. Okay. So, with that, any questions without much of a debate?
No, thank you.
Thank
for
you
your
very much.
information.
Okay. So, having said this portion, we can go into new business. So with that, Ted Tardy has asked for the floor for a few minutes.
Okay, I was gonna ask a question about people that had Coca-Cola Santa suits. Cause I've got one, I wanna do some things with it. Anyway, we'll forget that. Now, I was going through all my Santa Claus stuff. I came across my book that Tim Connigan has for doing Santa. And I thought, I got a really good idea. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna challenge every one of you to sell the tickets to the
Chili dinner.
chili dinner.
Yes.
And the one that sells the most ticket, I'm gonna give him to school. Free.
Wow.
You're paying for them to
I'm gonna pay
go
for
to
them to go.
Santa Tim Connigan's.
They're gonna have to get their own transportation to it though.
But you have to pay, but you'll be paying for their classes.
Correct.
So they pay
That's
transportation
a big
and
deal
lodging.
for them. That's a
They pay
big-
transportation and lodging.
Right, they're gonna pay for their own hotel and their own transportation.
Right.
But I will give whoever
Yeah.
sells the most tickets next year, I'll get Tim Connigan's order of whatever he's got, and we'll go from there. But I guarantee you, you won't be sorry.
You will not.
Diva and I will co-sponsor with you if you wouldn't find it offensive for us to do so.
I don't find it offensive, but.
Thank you very much.
I tell you what, why don't we do two of them then?
Well, if we're gonna do two, we should do one for Santa True as well. One for Tim and one for True. But we can talk about that later.
Okay.
Thank
all
you
right.
so much.
Anyway, that was my thought when I came across the book and started looking through it, and I thought, man, wouldn't it be a hell of a good idea to send somebody, especially you new guys, through that class, because it is,
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
phenomenal.
It's a life changer, right.
You won't believe it. This guy has got this thing that wired like you can't believe it.
But if you're a veteran, you still sell those tickets because I don't care how long you've been a Santa, these schools will make you better.
It helps to go back years.
Yes,
too, too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
Thank you
that's
so
all-
much, Ted.
That's all I've got for new business.
That
okay?
is so generous of you. Hey, Jim, I can piggyback on that. It's new business. I can just piggyback on that.
Okay.
We'll let David handle the thing. Okay, so, Tom, if you don't mind. Thank you, sir. The chili dinner, We've got the tickets with us right now.
I told him I'm doing it.
Okay, guys, listen, this is our second attempt, this is our second year fundraising for the Breast Cancer Angels directly with a special benefit specifically for the Breast Cancer Angels. It was extremely successful last year, beyond our wildest dreams. And we would really like to it was so successful last year that BCA was able to fill a gap which would have left a serious hole in their operations last year. And because we were able to bridge that gap for them, they have decided to rely upon us once again this year. So they're really hoping that we can be equally successful with our chili dinner again this year. So the tickets are here today. They are pre-bundled in groups of 10. They are priced at $12.50 per. Sell them 2 for $20. It says right on the ticket, $12 a piece or 2 for $20. Our goal is $20 contributions. It was our goal last year, and we did it. Even though I was kind of convoluted last year, I did $13 adults and $7 child, hoping everybody would buy a pair of those tickets for a $20 contribution. Everybody bought the adults, and it just messed with the accounting badly. So we're going to go with $12.50 a piece if anybody only wants to buy the one ticket. But sell it immediately, just $12.50 a piece or 2 for $20. A $20 contribution is what most people would consider baseline for a charitable contribution of this type. So, and there's a chili dinner included, and even though most of I don't know what the percentage was, but a good number of the tickets we sold last year didn't serve a meal later on. It was just straight contributions. So a lot of people will buy the tickets who have no intention of joining us at the meal. So feel free. I mean, every time you go to the store, every time you go to church, every time you're talking to one of your neighbors, whatever, have the tickets and you have a bundle of tickets in your pocket right here, 2 for 20, 2 for 20, and it's for a good cause. Tip.
I was gonna say, if they don't wanna buy a ticket, just ask for a contribution.
Oh, thank you.
I've had a lot of them do that.
Yeah.
They didn't wanna buy the ticket, but they said, here's $20. That was it. And
To
that's-
show your gratitude and encourage that generosity, foist the tickets on them anyway. Just say, here's your chance, because every one of these tickets will also be included in the raffle. So thank you for your generosity. If you don't come to the meal, at least hang on to your tickets. Yeah.
How do we get our hands on the tickets, and when do we get the tickets?
I have the bundles with me right now. I would encourage you guys to take a couple of bundles with you. There's 10 tickets to the bundles. They're pre-stapled together. I'll just make a list of how many bundles you take with you. Do your best to sell them. What doesn't sell by the night of the the chili dinner, just bring back with you. It's not going to be a chicken dinner. It's going to be a chili dinner. Thank you. So, yes, by all means, please take a hand. We've only got 2 more meetings. And the October meeting will be the chili dinner night. So July, August, and September will be the only meetings we have to distribute tickets.
One thing I would suggest is cornbread. If there's any way of getting somebody that can bake some cornbread, that would be really good to go with chili.
That's a great idea, Ted, and current president of the Cornbread Committee. See how easy it is to be a leader in this chapter. See how easy it is. If you want to be elected to office, just miss the election
So
meeting.
if you're willing to bake cornbread, let Ted Tidy know so he can make a list.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's a legitimate.
We can put some ladies together.
We've still got a little bit of time for menu decisions
Right,
and
Mama
things like
Claus?
that, but it's going to be very similar to last year. Chili, baked potato salad. Chili baked potato salad is going to be pretty much the meal. Okay, so see me for your tickets before you go. David will give you guys specifics on the during the events committee presentation. Thank you so much. Next time you take it.
Okay.
Hey, was that,
So
was that a
do you
good
just
deal?
want
Was that a
to
good deal?
piggyback onto that?
What am I doing?
You want to do the, yeah,
Since it's just fresh in the memory,
or events?
everybody ties it together.
What, are we going into where we're going next
Getting
and all
ready
that?
to-
Oh, okay, I didn't know what you were asking,
Yeah.
sorry. Next month, we're gonna be at Woody's in Orange. What date is that? Santa Ted, it's on the back of your,
August 17th.
Treasurer's
minutes
report.
for
On the
today.
back of your
Treasurer's report.
treasurer's report.
So your host for that one is Santa Ted Tardy, your vice president of each
Don't-
chapter.
don't-
Thank you,
Don't
Santa Ted.
call that phone number. That's my wife's phone number. I don't know how you got it, but anyway.
Homeland Security, Ted.
Tell me about it.
I got it out of the memory book,
You
but
got it out of your memory book.
I had to chase down the information.
So what, do you want them to RSVP to me, Santa
Yeah.
Ted?
I don't care, it's up to you.
All right,
If
let's
you
go
wanna do it
ahead,
to me,
everybody, if you're gonna
Yeah.
Yeah,
RSVP
do
for
it to
next
you, that's
month.
better.
Thank you, guys.
I keep track of it, so.
I'll change that in the
I'll
minutes
know who to
also.
punish.
Thank you.
That's that's August. In September 21st, yes, that's Woody's, and it's got Santa Ted Tardy's phone number on there. That is my phone number, 717-8686, that is me. I get 86 from everywhere I go. September 21st, we're gonna be at the Dana West Yacht Club, that is Santa.
Santa's
Ed,
by the
Ellen,
sea.
and Jan Jordan.
Yes.
And Santa Ed and Jan are members there, and they get us in there once a year, it's really nice.
The Commodore.
It's at the Dana Harbor, so,
Yeah.
fun for a day, and actually, will they be going by then? No, right, the trolleys will be done by then, won't they?
September? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Well, the trolleys run, but they won't be free anymore.
Yeah. You may ask a question?
They allow pirates in that location?
You mean into the
You can ask
Dana
if you
West
won't
Yacht
get an
Club?
answer.
Are you the one with the brother that's the Dana West, the Dana Point? That's out north, right?
North, yeah.
North, right? Okay. That kind of threw me off when you did that. Yeah, sure, bring a pirate person. You just have to, that one you're gonna specifically have to RSVP to Ed Howie. Because they give you a code if the gate's down, and they make name tags for you because you have to wear them when you're there because it is specific.
It's members only. We're all his
Right?
guests.
So, make sure that you RSVP to Ed Howie when you see that one. October, as Senator Rick said, is our chili dinner. That'll be October the 19th, our anniversary. Come celebrate with us if nothing else.
Wait, when's our anniversary?
Why are you?
Can someone email me that?
I got a camera running. Say that one more time.
The second one's stuck. The second one's stuck. I got stuck with the second one, you're right. Anyway, so that's where we're at. As you know, we don't have any in November, December, or January because we're all getting ready.
Christmas and the reunion.
I don't
understand
And the reunion in
why.
January. Please, come to the reunion. It's so much fun. It's so fun to come together with your fellow Santa. It's not, for those of you that are new, it's not just these people, right, Todd?
Correct.
There were like 200 people in that room,
They're easily,
250, so,
and a fashion show.
and a fashion show, we have a huge raffle, some really nice things in the raffle too, so, for those of you that are new and have never been to the reunion, it is a really fun time. So-
suit. It'll blow your mind.
Oh, yeah, and Adele's of Hollywood.
Someone we know won it last year.
Yes, I didn't win it, but your
Fine.
daughter-in-law.
Yeah, she just blackmailed the person who did.
My future daughter-in-law won it.
All right.
And she's a giver.
Anyway, all right. The baseball game, August 31st. This is an Inland Empire chapter event. However, it is for all. Those of you that want to come out, we get to go on the field. The Santas come on the field with me, and I'll be singing the national anthem.
Is that quick?
So that's the Rancho
Again,
Cucamonga
all
Quakes.
Santas are invited to join Diva's posse on the field
It is August
during the
31st.
anthem.
I highly recommend even if you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt that day or your cooling vest. It's August 31st in Rancho Cucamonga.
Or a Dodgers jersey.
Anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No, they'll let
It's a
you.
7:05 game, the gates open at 6:05. We have to be on the field though, they usually take us to the field about 6:35-ish. And we're down there kinda hanging out until it's time to go on for the field, okay?
And you can buy tickets today.
Oh, and you can buy tickets today from Santa Tom, those of you that do not know him, he is my brother. And,
So please take pity on him.
And there are raffle tickets for peanut bags for the Angels and Dodgers, or just one?
One or the other.
One or the
Yeah,
other.
and then one.
And that is by Kathy Perone, who puts that together for us. And Santa Peter used to be their official Santa. Santa Peter passed away a little over a year ago. And I think Santa David Nelson has taken his spot for Kathy's request. So, come join us. Yes, Santa Ted, I want to high 10 you too. Woo!
Okay, you're gonna be out there singing with all Santas around you. Well, that's a group. And why don't we just make it a group thing? We all sing it.
Well, you do.
Yeah, we do.
They're behind me, but they hand me the
They give her the mic, but they can hear us.
I
Yeah,
know.
they hear us.
They can hear us.
Yeah, they hear us.
Everybody does sing it, but I will tell you, I had to audition for them in order to go there to sing. So, unless you're promising that your audition tape's gonna be awesome, then you'll be singing behind me.
Never mind, Ted. Sing it loud. Sing it proud.
You better believe it.
There you go. Amen. Oh, and by the way, regarding the Pirates of Santa's by the Sea, Ed, Howie, and Pete North have asked me to tell you that to err is human, to err is divine. Thank you.
That's the
Thank
sea
you.
he loves.
Thank you, thank you. Brandy is a fine girl.
Yes, she
Never
is.
mind, move on.
Okay, so with that, David just did my activities portion, so
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you. So I was asked to remind everybody that the Brothers Claus event for 2 hours is gonna be spectacular. Joe Mystic saw them in Branson, he said they were great, and I think Bob has similar
I saw him in
comments.
Branson also.
Amazing!
So please remember that at the San Diego meeting when Joe was down there, he said that for the limitation of whatever space they're gonna have, it may go quick, so make sure that, well, they're on the agenda, but you have to make sure that you sign up for that event to get your seat. Because,
They can't overbook the room
right,
legally.
Got you.
Is it included in?
That's what I was asking.
it is on the,
Part of the package.
it is on the package as the event.
Remember one back.
No, that,
Everything anybody that's there for Saturday.
yeah.
All right.
Yes, seminars are in there on Saturdays as they normally are, but you still have to sign up for that particular event in
So it's a-
order for
so
them
it's a
to know how
seminar.
many people are gonna be in
So
that
it's like one of the
class.
normal
Yes.
seminars, it's
Yes,
not like a
but
special.
no, not one of the normal ones.
Conference.
I can't believe that.
There will be one or two other seminars, but it's.
There'll be several other
Okay.
Saturdays.
But I mean, it's just that the Brothers Claus will be a
It's gonna be
fast
overbooked.
mover, a sellout, popular by demand, but limited to the seating in the space that they will be doing their 2-hour presentation. So, get there early, get there, and make sure your name's on the
Absolutely.
list. So,
The Dana, by the way, is one of the hottest resorts in Southern California. It is one of the nicest resort destinations in Southern California. We're getting a great deal on the rooms, we're getting a great deal on the event spaces, but it's not convention hall size. And our group can easily overwhelm their biggest spaces, so make sure that we get registered early, folks.
So when I called for a reservation just for the room at the hotel yesterday, I was told that the Comic-Con event down there this week, 4 days, they are completely filled up. So you have to make sure that when you make your reservations, because if you, well, Comic-Con is not part of ours, but they have 30,000 people, but what I'm getting at is for the
A
Sunday.
big event can pack the house.
Yes. But the Sunday event, when we go to have our pictures taken, is, yesterday the lady told me on the phone that they could not guarantee a room extension from 11 o'clock checkout to 1 o'clock because of the needs and demand. So that's always been a concern for some of the Santas that have traveled outside of their normal area. Where am I gonna store my packages, my clothing and things like that if I've gotta check out of the room? So you're gonna have to kind of think on your feet for that type of event. They do have some space that they can let you check the stuff, but you're gonna get a tag, you're gonna have to come back to the counter, so you're gonna have to wait in line even to pick up your bag when we're done with that Sunday event. So, okay, so with that, I'm about ready to ask, are we gonna do the Forbes song now, or do we wanna do the
Let's do
open
the
floor
forum
first?
song now.
Do the open floor.
Okay, so for the open floor, I have two items right now. One, Santa Bob will take Kathy Peron's place to speak about Santa Truth's workshop recently. And then we will go to Elizabeth Minter for, was the night before Christmas. So please keep that in mind. Two items at this point.
So, and actually, I have two things to say. These say Coca-Cola on the side. Okay, great for summertime Santa.
Love.
Go to Carl's Jr., buy a float, and you get a free pair. It's $2.99 for a float.
All right.
Free what?
Free pair of glasses,
Oh.
sunglasses. They say Coca-Cola on the side.
And you get a float.
And you get a float
Wow.
for $2.99.
Where are they from? Where are they?
Carl's Jr. Yeah, the little promo they're doing
But
right
they're
now.
not pushing.
Go on down, that's right across the street from where I
Yep,
work.
there you go. So everybody that went to True's workshop, stand up.
That's what you said.
Yes.
Okay, good for you guys. And tell you what, you guys ready? Macarena time. Okay? So,
Okay, we gotta get.
so there, okay,
Smacking people in the head.
you got a little room. Okay, this is one of the things that we learned at the workshop. So there's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Thunder, Blitzen, and Rudolph. So that was one of, True has several different things that he teaches you. That's a fun thing that you can do, at your party. And that can get some of the tweens at your shows, involved. That's a really good thing. We did so much. He taught so much on performance. I mean, I learned a lot. I know everybody. It was fantastic. And we had a really good time. 2 full days. It was terrific. Santa True, he actually teaches 3 different classes. And yeah, you guys go ahead and sit down. And yeah, sorry about that. And he actually teaches 3 different classes, and we're going to go ahead and try to, a year from now, do another class. And it was great. And if you missed out, boy, it was so much fun. And I think everybody walked away with some nice things about performance. So,
Is this a local California thing, or is it back east someplace?
well, he goes all over, but he did this one in Anaheim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was in Anaheim.
He is from.
So he lives in Thousand Oaks.
Yeah, he's out here.
lives here in California.
Yeah, he lives here in Southern California, so he lives in the Thousand Oaks area. So he does stay in a hotel. It's a little too far to drive, but it was a great class, and we will be planning something for next year, I'm sure.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay, at this time, we turn the floor over to Miss Elizabeth Minter.
One of the things that Santa True was urging us to do is to share our skills and share some of our performance activities with each other when we do have an opportunity to meet. And that we did that originally when Forbes was first starting, or when the meetings were first starting. Haven't done it so much recently except at the annual convention. And even at that point, it's not quite as intimate as it is when we come to our monthly meetings. So he's urging all of us to share some of our skills and to help things like the Macarena. There were other things that we did, response things, that I think that I want to save some of those for Kathy next month when she's at our meeting. She was sick today and not able to come. But the workshop was great. I found out about the workshop by coming to this meeting, and we found out about it several months ago. They were promoting it here. And we had really interesting attendance, and there were new Santas that have not been involved with Forbes yet, and we hope that we encourage them to do that.
And we also had some people that had been Santas for a long time. We had a couple actors, we had a couple. As Mrs. Claus, one of the things I do is recite the night before Christmas. Recitation is different from storytelling because I don't have the books in front of me. I have actually had people in the audience who will take a copy of the book to make sure that I really do know it. I do know it. And that's always a little unnerving when you're sitting there going through the pages to make sure you don't make any mistakes. But I usually started out by saying that frequently Santa isn't in the room when I first start out, that I will start out and I'll use this as an introduction to Santa. And if it's an adult audience, I'll tell them a little bit about the history of the night before Christmas. In this day and age of Hamilton, the play, and Hamilton, all of the music, people are always interested in the fact that Clement Moore's father was the physician that took care of Alexander Hamilton after he was shot and took care of him when he died. And that's always a little fact that adults are interested in. But the children also are interested in the fact that when I start out, I tell them that this is Santa's favorite story. And do you know why it's his favorite story? Because it's all about him. So, 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mamma in her kerchief and I, my cat, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn I heard such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh, and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the rooftop his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all covered with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. But a wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk and laying a finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard us exclaim ere he drove out of sight,
Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Ho, 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 ho.
You know, I let the fork that out, and you just go on and keep going. And his broad face and his little belly shook when he laughed, like a bowl full of jelly. I often forget that one, but that's okay.
So is that how Santa makes his entrance?
Sometimes he's in the room, and if he's in the room, I play with him while I do it. You know, I stroke his beard and I rub his head. And you just
Aww.
whatever fits for the occasion.
Excellent. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
So with that is we're at a Forbes song. Everybody has words to it.
Well, when Santa is seen in stores and in parks, real bearded men with joy in their hearts, F-O-R-B Santas are here. You'll find us in homes or if hospitals call, toy giveaways, of course we're in malls. F-O-R-B Santas are here. We smile for all your pictures, our beards of course are real. We keep the joy and spirit of being Santa all the year. So put on your smile, we'll make you a deal. We'll prove to you that Santa is real. F-O-R-B Santas are here. We smile for all your pictures, our beards of course are real. We keep the joy and spirit of being Santa all the year. So put on your smile, we'll make you a deal. We'll prove to you that Santa is real. F-O-R-B Santas are here. Yeah! Yeah!
What's the song that that's?
Santa's Claus.
You better watch out, Santa Claus is coming to town.
So if anybody is not gonna take the words back, if we could give them back to Senator Bob so that it's less on the reproduction cost.
Save the trees.
Hey, you need to save money,
I
right,
saw
Bob?
reproducing many years.
Forget the money, save the trees. Can't save money, save trees.
Anybody else?
No, but you can take one, you can take one. No problem.
Use your phone, take a picture.
I know.
Yeah, if somebody wants to keep it to learn it, that's what, glad to have you keep it.
Of course, it has a tracking device on it, so. Little patter on the roof.
Okay, so with that, we're just about at the end of the.
Oh, here, can we have one more?
Okay.
We have one back.
Or as a snotty kid once said to me, take a picture, it'll last longer. Seriously, take a picture, it'll last longer.
Okay, so if,
Then what?
The paper.
we can get the amount.
Carrying the paper
Before
around.
we close the meeting for the raffles and or breast cancer.
Yeah, we collected, thank you, a total of $192 today. Yay! So $96 is going in our raffle today. And I'm gonna break that in, I've already broken it into 3 prizes. Cause I'm cool like that.
Okay.
How much to BCA?
Eva, give me 5 more tickets, would you please?
90.
$96, Rick.
Is he seriously doing this again?
Again.
How about I give you the 5 tickets and you give the $5 to him, or the 6 tickets,
right.
because I don't wanna recount again. Yeah, that's what I said, give it to him.
Come on, it wouldn't be an official raffle if Ted didn't ask for 5 more tickets.
True.
Come on.
I can't wait till my reunion.
All right, how much for BCA so I can close this minutes?
We're gonna take off $5 of that, so that's 96, that's
Oh, 96 plus
$101.
5.
$101 for Breast Cancer Angels. Thank you. Move we close the meeting.
There's a motion to move, close the meeting.
I second the motion.
Second, all in favor? Any nays?
Thank you.